Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, you find a way to lose. Man, Andy Ruiz, man, always something going on with these guys, and when their personal lives come out, who knows what's true and what's not. But I feel for these guys when stuff about their personal life hits the news. But nevertheless, make sure you hit that like button, man. Consider subscribing to the channel. But anyway, man, when it comes to Andy Ruiz, look, his ex claims that he raped her, that he abused her, and he's denying it, man. But there's a temporary restraining order against him as a result of her claims. And she even went on to say that he terrorized her through the relationship. But of course, he's denying it. He's adamant that he's actually the victim in this case. Now, I don't know what she is to him, girlfriend, significant other. She's not his wife. But anyway, her name is Julia Lemos, man. And she filed a domestic violence restraint against him back on April 6th, just saying that there was just a lot of sexual abuse, physical abuse, psychological abuse, and she just felt like she had to walk in eggshells around him while they were dating. Now, she was with him from 2015 to 2022, and she said he was physically and emotionally abusive with the kids. That right there, man, I guess some people have to do what they have to do, but I just hate knowing that this kind of stuff is coming out, whether it's true or not. But with the kids, if two adults want to be stupid, whatever. But the children, man. But anyway, she abused him of abusing alcohol, drugs, and just saying she has a fear for her life and the safety of the children. She talked about several instances of abuse, saying that he got physical with her in 2019 after he beat AJ for the title. He grabbed her by her upper arms and physically yanked her in order for her to move where he wanted her to go. She added he also began jokingly punching her in the arm and legs, leaving her with bruises. She attached photos, and she does have some photos here of the bruises. Let me see if I can show you all that. Kind of crazy, right? But she goes on to say, and this is all out there on TMZ Sports, man. She goes on to say that he had several guns, wanted to show them to her, but when she became uncomfortable with the firearms, he proceeded to point an AK-47 at her face. Damn. She claimed in the docs that after she told Ruiz to stop, he told her to shut the F up and noted that the guns don't have bullets in them, and mocked her by saying she was being dramatic. She then said beginning around February 2023, he began sexually assaulting her, forcing himself onto her on at least 6 occasions. Then the temporary restraining order against Ruiz was granted shortly after the application was filed on April 6th. It ordered for him to stay at least 100 yards away from her. It also prohibited him from owning any firearms. The court also ordered Lemos to have sole legal and physical custody of the couple's children, at least until a court hearing scheduled for Monday. Ruiz, however, filed a response to Lemos' doc in court on Thursday, saying he categorically denies that he has ever abused Julia Lemos or his children. He said in the docs there is no reason to separate Ruiz from his kids, while adding Lemos is the one who's been violent in the relationship. The boxer said in February 2020 she stabbed him with a knife and attached a photo of the alleged injuries he suffered in the incident. He also said in April 2020, Lemos entered my hotel room with a loaded gun in her hand and screamed, "Everybody get the fuck out of here." He alleged in the documents Lemos hit one of his friends in the head with the gun during the altercation and then broke the furniture in the room. Ruiz also said in the court docs that Lemos slapped, punched, and grabbed him on multiple occasions. Not once did I ever engage in any physical response to Julia's assault, he said. Ruiz also accused Lemos of stealing $250,000 worth of jewelry from him last month, and said in the docs that he had made a report of theft with police in San Diego. We reached out to Ruiz, what TMZ is saying, who's 35-2 and rumored to be Tyson Fury's next opponent, but no word back. Let me show you all this. So when you look at this image of him where he supposedly got stabbed, when you look at the huge accomplishment he made against AJ, him and the woman there riding around, and you see this picture right here, right, of her where he supposedly jokingly punched all over her. I'm going to say it again. If adults want to take it to the stupid, right? That's on them. But God, man, the kids. And I'm going to tell you what, being somebody who's seen these situations, let me tell you how this normally plays out. From what I've seen, right? A lot of years dealing with people having ups and downs in their home. Man to woman, woman to man, right? Domestic dispute doesn't mean it's always the man initiating shit. But they're going to hear both sides. And if you got one person saying one thing, like in her case, and then the male saying something in Andy's case, depending on the age of those kids, you know who they're going to go talk to? They're going to talk to those kids. And let me tell you something. When they go to talk to those kids, they don't have those kids like, stand up there, I need you to tell. No, they make them comfortable. How you doing? How was your day? Would you like ice cream? Would you like a soda? Would you like a piece of candy? So what's your favorite sport? Yeah, okay. And they make kids real comfortable. They make them feel like they're their friends. And then they just slowly start to siphon information out of them. Slowly start to get shit out of them. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying what my experience has been. And then what they're going to do, especially if you're dealing with young kids, they're going to say, you know what? The mother may lie. She has things to worry about and protect. The father may lie. He has things to worry about and protect. But when it comes to those kids, especially if you have multiple kids and you talk to them at different times and there's a common thread across their stories, somebody in trouble. But I hate it because it sounds like from this article, just me looking at it, you got the female who sounds like she's made some bad choices. Andy Ruiz sounds like he's made some bad choices. We don't know, but just from the article, right? And what judge or legal authority would allow any child to stay with either one of those parents? And this is where people don't think shit through. So you can see these kids being taken out of both of their custodies from the great life they had as far as the materialistic shit, and get thrown to a foster program or get thrown to another member of the family who can afford to take care of them. But you don't want them going into them foster programs. And that's what people don't think about. When it comes to these child protective services, they're there to protect the child. And if they feel they need to pull that child up out of that house, those children out of the house, they don't care about the woman or the male. They don't care about that. It's not adult protective services, child protective services, CPS. And it bothers me, man. I don't like that. Anything with kids, man, I don't like that shit. The adults want to be stupid, whatever. But kids are innocent, they're off limits, man. I hope they can resolve this. More to come on Andy Ruiz and his girlfriend, especially what's going to be the outcome for those children. Let's hope this is just a matter of him and her coming together, settling the differences, and this shit just kind of evaporating into air. That being said, y'all keep cool. More to come in the breeze.